7 seconds. Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we give all honor, glory, and praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. And again, double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, teaching this truth and sincerity, and also the rule well. Peace and salutations to the whole fall elect that's scattered in the corners of the earth. You know, to your so-called Negroes, Latino, Hispanics, Native American Indians. You know, the true Israelites that's coming out the elect nation of Israel. You know, and the only nation that the Lord is dealing with. Okay, this is our brother Jonathan from Great Millstone, Detroit, and I'm back at you with another lesson. You know, I'm starting to pick up new, different habits of studying. So, say like we're on the highways and byways doing our live stream. I'll go back home and rewatch it just so I can get better edification with certain precepts and scriptures that I don't know. Alright, so this is also inspiration through the Spirit on, you know, the prophets, the true, sincere teachers, elders, bishops that the Lord has sent us, okay? Alright? You know, just earlier when I did the greeting and salute, you know, we give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, and just for even add more edification, also the bishops as well. Okay? So this is 1 Timothy 5:17. And it reads, "Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honors, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine." Okay, so who labors in the word and doctrine is one. But how are you supposed to count them or be worthy of those double honors? Okay? So, to answer that, it's simple. Read the scriptures, and you will see what the resume and the attributes of a real prophet is. Okay? So, let me grab this one. This is Ezekiel 33. One of my favorite when it talks about a real sincere prophet. This is 33 and 33. And it says, "And when it comes to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been amongst them." Because a prophet is going to speak things before they happen. You know? You get Yahweh Shai, Matthew, the 24th chapter. Another example, you can get Noah. He was prophesying. You got the Great Flood, so on and so forth. And then let's just look at it on present day caliber. You see our elders and apostles. You know, it has the 100% truth from elder apostle Tahar, elder apostle Bar, elder apostle Ramlah, elder apostle Rakah, all the way down to the elders and bishops down at Great Millstone. Every time they break down the scriptures is correct. Alright? The things that is said that is going to happen has come true or came through. And the things that they speak and teach, you know, they got the breakdown correctly that makes the scriptures go into one. Because if you don't really understand what you're reading, you'll get a different interpretation of what the Bible means. So that's why when you get into a prophet and look up that word in the blue letter, it was getting into an interpreter. So they can interpret what those other prophets were saying and interpret the language and dialogue and dialect that they were speaking at those particular certain times. Alright? This one back in the 2 Timothy's, because now you're going to see a certain attribute that the man of the Lord and these prophets are going to carry. This is second. I need to highlight this one. This is 2 Timothy 4:2. It says, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. All right, so you know, you might live in different states. I live in, let's just say Detroit, where you get, spring, summer, winter, fall, autumn, whatever. No matter what time or condition it is in, you're supposed to be out there preaching the word, man. And it just lets you know that, even the dialogue of our elders and apostles and the way they carry themselves, these are true men. Because they kind of, I looked at them when I was kind of when I was still a babe in it. I'm like, man, the Lord made these men built different. I was watching Elder Apostle Tahar when he was younger, little vintage videos, the throwbacks. He was on fire. I was watching him do a video, and it was snowing, it was cold, got his jacket. He was like, I don't mind the wind. I don't mind. He's like, yo, it gave me a challenge. And I'm like, damn. This gives him a challenge. But you got to think about it, man, because what does the elders and apostles always tell us? Get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because it's going to get bad out here. They're the ones who's heeding and giving us the warning. All right? Ooh, that's another one. I think it's Jeremiah or Ezekiel. It's lucky that just popped in my head. I'm roughly paraphrasing. I don't know if I gotta find it, do another part, but it gets into the part where Slovakia. Because it's really getting into the point where basically who's the real men that is trying to get the blood off their hands. Yeah, us in the highways and byways, but so on and so forth. It's the prophets, our elders and apostles. They're the ones who woke us up to this truth, to get right with the Heavenly Father. I gotta find that. It has to be Jeremiah. It gotta be. The more I think about it, it's Jeremiah. Study to show ourselves approved. Well, nevertheless, it'll come to me. But and another thing is like they already tested the waters for us, to do things greatly. They did they did also the heavy lifting, to make us conduct ourselves the correct way. All right. Let me get this one. And I'll end it off on this one. This is Sirach 8 and 8. One of my favorites, because you look at people like I'm gonna call him the Plug. I ain't gonna call him Gorilla Hebrew or none of them. I'm calling him the Plug. But they always gave him rebuke, telling him what to do, like, yo, stop wearing hats, cut that ponytail off. And that's just the minor parts of it. But He always scoffed, he rebelled, he refused to take heed and to listen. But you see all the things that he's doing, how he conducts himself, that real nigga spirit is coming out. But just because you get correction doesn't mean, you know, they haven't went through it. They just don't be like, yeah, I'm the leader. You got to do this, that, and the third. No, when they were young men, they had to go through it too. This is Sirach 8, verse 8. And it says, despise not the discourse of the wise, but acquaint thyself with their proverbs. For of them shall they learn instructions in how to serve great men with ease. And it says, all right, so to serve, like when you do these things and know how to conduct yourself, you know, taking care of the elders, you can do it with ease. It'll be easier onto you, you know, by your conduct, through the spirit, through the faith, and how you deal amongst the body. All right. And it says 9, miss not the discourse of the elders, for they also learn of their fathers, and of them thou shalt learn understanding, and to give answers as needed required. All right, so they knew how to conduct themselves, but also, with that being said, they put their hand to the plow, and I'm just saying that it was in the form of experience. So let me grab 34 real quick. Sirach 34. And 9. And it says, a man that hath traveled knoweth many things, and he hath had much experience will declare wisdom. All right, wisdom and experience go hand in hand together. So that's why you see is not, you know, when I've been watching, I watched a video like 2 days ago. It was some Jake just scoffing. You need to go to the hood. Y'all ain't really doing nothing for our people. Go to the hood, but like they already done it before. It doesn't get you no place. All right, at least when we're on the highways and byways, we got, you know, Esau's police to at least give us somewhat of protection, but versus just being on Bright Mode, Old Block, so on and so forth, man, that's not, you know, I'm not saying the Lord can't protect you, but honestly, that's not using wisdom. And the Lord didn't tell you to do that. He told you on the highways and byways. All right, but this is why, you know, we give our double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, because that's who the Lord sent, and that's by faith. And look how the Lord's dealing with them. Okay, but nevertheless, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. And again, double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, teaching truth and sincerity, and also overrule well. Peace and salutation to the whole elect. I'm going to close out, say shalom, and on to the next lesson.